So this week I was able to serve with Feed New Mexico Kids. New Mexico is #1 in childhood hunger. And so a side ministry from our church has been produced, which is a ministry that collects snacks, foods, healthy foods, creates these snack packs with a variety of food in them, and then gives them to Title I, which is at the public schools, so that they can give them to the children that are marked homeless or needy. Whoever needs the snacks, they can get them. And so what our task was to set up for tomorrow, where 150 people are going to go and pack around 800 snack packs. So our job was to put tables out and put all the necessary things on top of it. And so when I went in, I felt at home. It was in the children's ministry that I serve at every week, and that's about as welcoming as it got. When I walked in, people were already moving tables. There wasn't any conversation about each other going on. The conversation that was happening was very minimal, and it was directions and directives. And even when they asked us all to gather around to give us an initial instruction time, people were off doing their own thing, already setting up tables, and it was very task oriented. I met two people. One of them was the founder of it. The other one, I introduced myself to her because we were working together, and I knew I was going to have to do this video. And so I was intentionally trying to create this conversation between the servants because it was just very, let's get this done. And we had 2 hours to do it. We finished with an hour left over, and at the end, they kind of gathered us up and they showed the practice of gratitude. They thanked us. They really showed their appreciation. We said a prayer, and that I felt should have been at the beginning. If it was done at the beginning, gratitude and hospitality would have been combined. I would have felt comfortable around people that I had never met before, and it would just give an introduction of what is actually happening and putting God at the center, because we didn't even pray at the beginning. So it was just very task oriented. So I think adding that hospitable aspect at the very beginning might actually have people engage in testimonies and storytelling during the task that we are working on. But it was just very, very task, a mindset of we need to get this done. The other thing I did notice, though, is that a lot of these people serve on a regular basis. So the practice of promise keeping was enacted, and I think that's important because a lot of these people are elderly, and it is because this ministry, most of the serving times is during the day. So these people are mostly retired, and so they're still able to give back. And I thought that was really important and essential. There wasn't very many smells, just because it was in the hallways, which was also kind of like a makeshift area. But I think the area served its purpose. And I also there was other people like painting on the side of the wall, touching up things, and I thought that this was just very interesting to see how all the different ministries were working at the same time in the same space, but each respecting each other, and knowing that we are all still one. And so that was the environment, and I think that I think that the lack of hospitality really affected my experience, but it was so nice to hear just the praise reports, the testimonies of how God has used these snack packs to lead families to church, families to atheist families that would never have stepped into the church now have because of these snack packs. So there was a bit of testimony there. I just think opening that up would get us in a mindset of the kingdom of God rather than a task, and it would just benefit the entire serving community. Thanks.